Okay, we have another opponent from England, 2353. French defense, another French defense. The classical Steinitz variation. All standard moves so far. Bishop c5. Castling long is the way here. And now we have a very interesting double-edged position. And the computer always likes starting with h4 rather than g4. That's really not a good move. He's just giving me something to hang on to, and now this knight is very strong. There's no way to remove this knight. I really don't think there's a way to remove this knight. Now the question is, do we develop the bishop first, or do we just hit him with g5 right away? I don't think there's anything wrong with maybe bishop to d3 either. I don't think there's anything wrong with that move either. Because I'm just exchanging his only good piece by doing this. I can simply take here and just play like this. And now the c2 square is protected forever. The knight is immovable. And we just hit him with this. And that's very close to maybe game over even. He cannot double against this knight. That's going to take ages. I can always play c3. So I think this is pretty much hopeless. Can take with the knight, but is that a big deal? Probably not. I just take with the queen. He takes, I move, and that's fine. So shall I just support this knight? And he's gonna take two moves to hit the c3 square with b4, and I only need one move to create some very serious tension against his king. So let's see. I can just play up the exchange as well. I really don't mind. Let's do this. And now this is even... Let's actually calculate here. This he just plays... yeah, he just plays g6 and it becomes very difficult to get on the dark squares. So... Because after rook takes, queen takes, king anyway, I'm threatening a checkmate on d8, because queen d8, rook takes d8, rook takes d8, and the h7 square is cut off. So he won't allow that, but it's something he needs to think about. Okay, this doesn't change anything. We're in exactly the same position, and now I have the luxury of playing even queen to h3 at some point. I think that's pretty crushing. Because after queen to h8 with the check, I can take the g7 pawn as well, because let's say he moves to f8 now. That's probably not good. I just have rook to f1. So yeah, this is it's looking pretty awful actually. Now I'm just threatening a checkmate here, basically. I think his only square, yeah, his only square is just king to f8, after which I can give a check on e6 with a knight and win the exchange. But wait a minute, do we not have this standard checkmate with rook to h8, king takes, queen here? Ah, but then he has this, he can actually run. Maybe not. This is very interesting. Do I go for the checkmate or do I just go for winning material? My problem is he can actually run on the f file, but I have an intermediate move, rook to f1. So Rook h8, king takes h8, queen here, or actually rook here. Nah, that's not good. He can just cover here. Right. Well, let's go for the safer option. There probably is a checkmate somewhere. So let's go with this. Let's go with the safer option here. And that's pretty crushing. Can we even do it like this? Probably. And then I win something else as well, no? Yeah, because I can give this check first, actually. I can give this check, because I give a check. Oh, I can just take the rook now. Yeah, I don't think these pawns are going anywhere, because my pawn is queening first. Yeah, nice one. Very good game. I really don't like this h6 move. You should never play this move in a French defense with a bishop c5, because the opposite castling does not favor you. I mean, you need to take every opportunity to push these pawns rather than just the ones in front of your king. So that made very little sense. I understand he's thinking this is a short game, so I'll survive it somehow maybe. But against someone who is familiar with this kind of positions, that's really not a good idea. But stay with me for the analysis. Let's see what could have gone better here. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's analyze this. We have a French defense. Classical or Steinitz variation. Yeah, I like playing against this quick bishop to c5 move. I enjoy opposite side castling, because that gives the opportunity for very quick attacks against the king. So knight takes, bishop takes, a6 is the move here according to the computer, but still some decent advantage for white in this position. b6. Yeah, I like this move because I like having this square for my knight, which then defends c2. Computer thinks that queen to e3 is better, but then what if it takes? Rook takes, and then it is very hard to attack this rook, and then the rook can swing on yeah, the rook can swing on this rank and just attack the king somehow. So yeah, this is very good as well. So this is an idea worth remembering. So let's see the game. Yeah, this is now a decent advantage for white. I mean, more than decent actually, because I just wanna evaluate this h6 move. Is that a good move? f6 is better. What if he doesn't play that? What if he goes with this? Then you play h6. That's why he wants to stop it. But either way, this is just bad for black. This is just completely bad for black. h6, I don't think I would have played h6 here. I would have waited for a better chance to play h6, because he's just how am I even gonna... Yeah, I can play g4, f5 at some point, but I would have rather waited here for a better chance to play h6, so I wouldn't have played h6 here. Let's say if I play this, then he plays f6. E takes, knight takes, knight c3. Or bishop f6, queen f6, g5, queen f7. And yeah, I actually like this position for white. Computer may give this as equal, but I mean, come on. Who would you rather be here, black or white? From a practical point of view, this is obviously preferable for white. But anyway, it turns out h6 was not such a bad move as I thought during the game. And it doesn't look It doesn't look like black has any good moves here. I mean, yeah, put this position in two computers and they can play this on, but between humans this is a different story. So that is why this opposite side castling, I don't think it favors black in any way when it comes to the practical side of things. So let's look at the game. F6 wants to play. Yeah, these are difficult committal moves that no human will easily make. So yeah, bishop takes is correct, of course. Here, queen c1, very funny move. Yeah, this looks like way more natural to just blockade the pawn. Even though you're blockading with the queen, you're bringing the queen closer to the king, so it's not a bad move. Yeah, and I just want to see the final moves. Yeah, g6 is correct here, even though h6 is winning again, but I didn't want to get into this stuff. Yeah, seems like a rather long-winded way to win this, because yeah, here it wants to stop queen to f6, knight b5. Yeah, it's a drawn-out positional win, I guess. I wanted to go for the more direct approach. Takes, queen h3 is correct. Okay, here, yeah, and then of course you can either play queen to, you can either play the most obvious move, and or here maybe. Now here doesn't work because of rook to f7, so king e7 doesn't work here. You just have a discovery, or just rook to f7 again here. And now this, I could have played this on the previous move, but now I have a threat on the bishop as well. Yeah, this is just completely crushing basically after the g6 move. So g6 was actually correct and much better than h6. So very good game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.